Support for IPR comes from Poet. Poet creates American-made bioproducts in partnership with more than 30,000 farmers, processing 1 billion bushels of local corn each year. Poet, rooted in American grit. Poet.com.
It's Thursday, October 23rd. I'm Megan McKinney. This is Here First from Iowa Public Radio. The state auditor's office will review the procedures a state agency used to issue a professional administrator's license to Ian Roberts, the former Des Moines superintendent who faces federal gun charges and is accused of falsely claiming to be a U.S. citizen. Last week, members of the Des Moines School Board and its acting superintendent asked State Auditor Rob Sand's office to re-audit the district. Now, Democratic State Senator Tony Bisignano has requested an audit of the Iowa Board of Educational Examiners' licensing and background check procedures. Bisignano says Iowans deserve to understand how processes at the state level failed to identify Roberts' deceptions, which also includes degrees he did not earn.
Everybody that touched this got duped, whether it was in another state, or whether it was here in the state of Iowa. And there's just a number of failures. And so they're just another step to get the full picture of what happened.
Bisignano says the Iowa Senate Oversight Committee should hold public hearings to review how Roberts got that state license and how he landed the job leading Iowa's largest school district. A nonprofit that runs statewide homelessness assistance programs is expecting significant funding gaps. That's due to the federal government shutdown and the Trump administration's shift in housing priorities. Courtney Guntley is the director of the Iowa Balance of State Continuum of Care. She says she hasn't received any information on how to apply for federal funding in months. She says there's not a lot of time to figure it out, and any more delays in the application process could impact some of its services.
The state is just not in a place that they would be able to fill in that gap if federal funding does significantly change or is significantly reduced.
The agency disperses over $8 million to fund homelessness programs in the state. Republican Senate candidate Jim Carlin says big government and big business are driving the high cost of healthcare, housing, and higher education. IPR's Katerina Sestark reports.
At a gathering of conservatives in the Des Moines metro, Carlin said less government regulation and more free market policies would help fix the high cost of living.
I believe in free market capitalism, fundamentally. And when the government facilitates monopoly control of markets, the people lose. They lose their voice, they lose their choice.
He also says campaign finance reform is needed to ensure elections are truly in the hands of the voters. Carlin says he wants to ban super PACs, which can keep donors secret and then spend unlimited amounts of money to influence elections. Republican Representative Ashley Hinson is also running for Senate in 2026 now that U.S. Senator Joni Ernst has announced she's not running for re-election. 5 Democrats are running for Senate.
People in 3 of eastern Iowa's largest cities will see a question about a local option sales tax on their ballot in a few weeks. Here's IPR's James Kelly on how that money would be used.
The local option sales tax, or LOST, would add 1% to sales on many goods and services in Iowa City, Coralville, and North Liberty. By law, cities must use half of the revenue generated by LOST to cover property tax relief. How the other half gets used is up to the city. Iowa City plans to spend 25% of the revenue it would receive to support its housing needs. Christine Hayes is with Shelter House in Iowa City.
I think they might estimate 2.5, 2.6 million. That's for affordable housing. It's for shelter. It's for solutions to the incredible lack of housing we have for low-income residents in our community.
Iowa City also plans to use the remainder of its discretionary funds on maintenance projects and community partnerships.
Hey, thanks for listening to Here First from IPR Today. I'm Megan McKinney. Have a great Thursday.
Sources and methods, the crown jewels of the intelligence community. Shorthand for how do we know what's real? Who told us? If you have those answers, you're on the inside, and NPR wants to bring you there. From the Pentagon to the State Department to spy agencies, listen to understand what's really happening and what it means for you. Sources and Methods, the new national security podcast from NPR.